Vamos a ver si ya se ve.
Vin Diesel might be in there, will be in this game, who knows? I'm excited because I know little to nothing about what's going to come down the pipeline for this, and I am looking forward to being surprised by Avatar once more.
Dan, if you weren't in the movie, or in the game, I'm going to be disappointed. I feel like you should be in there.
Well, no spoilers, but I do voice the mother tree.
Yeah, that's the role of a century. Yes. I did not know Vin Diesel was supposed to be, or is like rumored to be.
I just saw that news breaking today. I think it's through F9 press.
Wow, really? Okay, because I'm hoping they're not getting the art game confused with the Avatar game. Yeah. That's my fear. Michael, what about for you, bud?
All right, I would be remiss if I didn't mention Yakuza. So Microsoft had a wild presentation. They showed so many things, got so many surprises, but you know what? I stood up and I got hyped because Yakuza Like a Dragon is on Game Pass.
Parece que se ve mejor.
That's huge. Listen, if I got to see Kazuma Kiryu or Kasuga Ichiban on a big stage, oh, those are my boys. So the thing is, like, if y'all ain't played Yakuza yet, play Yakuza. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Ben Janko, who got me on the series. Go over at GameSpot, but Yakuza Like a Dragon it's been out. That's my game of the year 2020. Yeah, now that it's on Game Pass, I want more people to give it a try. If y'all like turn-based RPGs, it's a story about adults going through life, struggling, and it's very earnest stories about people who live on margins in Japan. It's really heartwarming. It's heartbreaking, and it made me cry. So you know what I'm saying.
And all you want is just to cry, dude.
I just want to feel something.
And some incredible mini games. You can spend just as much time playing mini games, and that game has the main story. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and Yakuza 0 through 6 have been on Game Pass for a minute. So if y'all want to see what's up with my boy Kazuma Kiryu, play that. But if you want to have a fresh start, you can play Yakuza.
Eso es lo que queremos.
That could be your first Yakuza game, and you will fall in love. I promise. All right,
that was the first one I played, and I was like, this is amazing.
Buen día, amigos, en el E3 de Nintendo.
Max,
Esperando que saquen el anuncio por fin de Breath of the Wild 2 o de la New Super Pro Nintendo Switch o la New Super Nintendo Switch Pro.
Normal life things. Well, speaking of normal life things, something that I particularly enjoyed was the Xbox Series X mini fridge.
No queremos Xbox Series. Ahorita queremos Nintendo. Nintendo es lo que esperamos.
We won this Twitter contest. We were gonna make the darn fridge, and they made the darn fridge. So that is cool. As a proud owner of a current Xbox Series X mini fridge, no gloating. You know, this is different. This is actually better than the one that I have. Also, last thing I'm just gonna say. I mean, Starfield, obviously. I mean, come on, guys. Starfield, like, we were all really happy. But we all know what I'm really going to say. Halo. Yes.
Halo. Más Halo.
Lots of great announcements. Of course, let us know what your favorite game was of E3. Use the hashtag E3 2021. You'll pop up in the ticker down below here. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you guys enjoyed, because there were a lot of really fun announcements.
Nintendo Direct hype.
For example, no one mentioned Strangers of Paradise, right? I know that
Chaos.
Who wants a little chaos in their life?
Not them.
Not those guys. They're not fans of it.
I got enough.
Yeah, but anyway, folks, we are just getting started today with Nintendo, and they're sure to bring down the house, but they aren't the only high-profile presentation on the schedule. When we come back, we're actually going to preview Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes. We'll be back in just a few.
A ver, vamos viendo.
Link to the Past.
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. That was the game that really made me realize that video games is
Link to the Past.
Really running and jumping. This is art.
If there was a
muy buen port.
To explore,
muy buen port. A Link to the Past.
Cool there. I don't know. It's just so imaginative, and it's kind of what got me really into wanting to make games as a kid.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, si pudieran sacarlo también para la Switch.
Ocarina of Time was just so beautiful. The music to this day is just world class. It's absolutely some of the absolute best music in video games ever.
New Horizons is like, I really got into it around when Corona hit, and it provided like such an incredible feeling of escapism.
If I could make music for a game, it'd be AMIGOS.
Las rastas este vato.
Bless up to Animal Crossing for coming out right at the beginning.
No, Animal Crossing no.
I don't know how it would otherwise.
Like the old school Pokemon games.
That game meant everything. I was absolutely and utterly in love with the entire world around it. I still actually play the Game Boy game as well.
The fact that Pokemon has been in the game for like, what, 25 years?
is just incredible. Super Smash Brothers.
Están levantando el hype nada más. Puro hype hacia arriba.
Really good, honestly.
It's got to be the greatest game ever created and or conceived, and that is Super Smash Bros. I'm talking about every game, but the one on GameCube is the one where you are nice.
15 minutos, amigos. 15 minutos para Nintendo.
Mario Party and Mario Kart. I think anything Mario based is gonna win us over every time.
Super Mario games have a special place in my heart. Those just bring back really fond memories.
Super Mario 64, playing it this first time, I really felt like I was truly immersed in something, not just playing something.
Everyone has to have that on their list.
It's like magic.
It's revolutionary.
篝火营地是中国领先的游戏媒体，创立于2018年，致力于为全世界的中文游戏玩家提供专业、精准、迅速的资讯情报。篝火营地立足于中国，与多家国际一流游戏媒体同行达成正式内容合作关系，源源不断地将最新鲜的游戏资讯第一时间带给全球中文游戏玩家。自成立以来，篝火营地在全网的内容浏览量已经超过5亿，服务了数百万的读者和玩家。我们的愿景是做游戏文化传播者。您可以在全球各大手机应用市场下载篝火营地 APP， 或者访问3w.gamebonfire.com 来加入游戏传播者的行列。
As a part of Play for All, GameSpot will be bringing you the latest gaming news and announcements, interviews with developers, the biggest press conferences, and lots more. Play for All is our yearly online event that combines the excitement and announcements of E3 with charity live streams the following week with lots of special guests who are going to help us raise money for able gamers. So join us in June for E3 and Play for All on GameSpot.com, YouTube.com/GameSpot, Twitch.tv/GameSpot, and as a part of the E3's official broadcast. See you then.
What's up everyone, I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, you gotta catch 'em all to beat Elden Ring, a closer look at the game's massive open map, and we finally got some insight into George R.R. Martin's story contributions. This is your all Elden Ring daily fix. Let's go! Naturally, Elden Ring will feature a lot of gameplay and art elements from software fans have come to find familiar after titles like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Tough combat, horrifying boss battles, and bitter losses. But there's a new element that's got everyone talking, and it bears a striking resemblance to a game you've rarely heard mentioned in the same paragraph, Pokemon. Talking to IGN in a lengthy interview, Elden Ring director Hidetaka Miyazaki said that players will be able to summon the spirits of deceased enemies and use them as allies in battles. This will likely remind you of the ability to summon friendlies in Bloodborne using beckoning bells. But instead of being applied to AI helpers or the multiplayer experience, it looks like beating bad guys then calling them into battle will be a core mechanic of the single-player Elden Ring experience. If you've already watched the Elden Ring trailer, then you've seen these spirit summons in action. But the blue ghosts that accompany the player are not co-op partners as many thought, but instead new collectible summons. You'll collect many different enemy spirits as you journey through the lands between. According to Miyazaki, these spirit summons we feel like, as well as there being a large variety to them, They're a nice collectible hidden element within the game world to discover and to equip as you go. They offer a lot of different strategic options, but also the player might find that they just like a certain enemy tagging along with them.
So there's a lot of strategic and a lot of personal touch to these summons. And in case you're worried, Miyazaki confirmed that this new mechanic doesn't impinge on the old ones, adding, and of course in Elden Ring, you will be able to summon fellow players for cooperative play. Are you excited to see a roster of summons come to Elden Ring? Let us know down in the comments. As for the world of Elden Ring itself, called The Lands Between, it promises to be From Software's biggest and most open map yet. According to Miyazaki, the sense of scale shown off in the trailer wasn't just for cinematic effect, but will be the core pillar of Elden Ring's design. The Lands Between was actually a name that was invented by George R.R. Martin himself when he was coming up with the impetus for the world and writing its history and its mythos, says Miyazaki. The Lands Between is made up of 6 major areas, each of which is the domain of a demigod character. Miyazaki says that it will be apparent there is an order to how players can tackle these 6 areas, but you don't have to follow it. The design of Elden Ring seemingly blends a bit of Demon Souls' separate realms idea, as well as the vast interconnected Bloodborne style of map. Miyazaki says you won't be able to access everything when you start, but there are a lot of different ways you can approach each area, and there's a lot of freedom as to which order you tackle these areas as well.
Salud.
Each of the 6 areas will house its own mainland dungeon map, which seamlessly connects to the Lands Between. There's even a hub, not unlike Dark Souls' Spiraling Shrine, which players can branch out from that can be accessed a little later in the game. Beyond the main dungeons of the 6 domains, there's also a wide variety of catacombs and castles and fortresses, which are interspersed throughout the map. In all, it looks like the developers are striving to develop a sense of exploration and freedom while maintaining the labyrinth-like designs full of secret shortcuts and dead ends that have become a core part of the Soulsborne experience. Of course, the Lands Between and the entire Elden Ring story were crafted by George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones fame, and fans may be happy to hear that he's reportedly brought a new sense of character and drama to the From Software universe. In the past, Soulsborne games have delivered their plots in a piecemeal fashion that instilled a deep sense of mystery, and while director Hidetaka Miyazaki promises that a, quote, very mysterious and very ethereal quality was maintained, he says Elden Ring should be a bit less vague and more understandable in terms of lore and story than past From Software games. As for the plot itself, it centers around the titular Elden Ring and its offshoot, the Earth Tree, which once provided blessings to people all across the land. But over time, the group started to lose those blessings, becoming known as the Tarnished. They were banished, living outside the Lands Between for generations until a history-changing moment when the Elden Ring was shattered and blessings were returned to the Tarnished. At the time Elden Ring is set, the Tarnished are now making their way back to their ancestral homeland, with the player's character included among them. Martin also specifically provided character development for many of Elden Ring's bosses. Miyazaki tells us that these characters consist of various demigods and other powerful beings who inherited the power of the Elden Ring when it shattered, causing them to fall into battle. In other words, a From Software game. Now that you're all caught up on the story, the world, and the gameplay of Elden Ring, make sure to check out IGN.com for even more on the much-anticipated title. Are you excited for Elden Ring? Let us know below. I'm Stella Chung, and that was your Daily Fix. Now that you're all caught up on the news, make sure to check out the rest of our E3 coverage on YouTube, across social media, or even on your smart TV. You can download the IGN app on all of your mobile devices, subscribe to the Daily Fix on Snapchat for all things, everything else, IGN.com.
Welcome back to E3 Live from Los Angeles. Don't forget, E3expo.com/shop has you covered for all the limited edition E3 hats, shirts, and jackets.
¿Cuántos?
You're not even rocking the E3 jacket, dog. Theater of the mind.
You know what? I like to make up a story when I have the hat. You
Paint a picture.
What was this man doing in this hat? He was working on his old tractor. I'm not going to bore you. I don't have the prop. I can't do the thing. Bandai Namco presents House of Ashes is up next. What do we all want to see from this? I'm very
6 minutos, amigos. 6 minutos para la E3 de Nintendo.
Obviously, they found success with Until Dawn.
6 eternos minutos.
With Dark Pictures Anthology, working with Bandai Namco, they've been trying to get back to that level of success. Is this the one that'll do it?
I think so. I think that this is a real opportunity for them to go back to what everyone loves about that. I'm thrilled that we're going to go ash to mouth in this episode because we're going to talk about House of Ashes.
Yeah, I know, we know the word.
Dark Pictures, not the Dark Knight. They will do that. I'm thrilled. It's a playable horror movie. Co-op, you're going to be able to go all night, right? No, I just black out, just use out of my brain. Like Pazuzu in this game, coming to spook our people who are in Iraq around 2003.
Right.
Ancient
ancient Sumerian mythology. It's going to be super fun.
Igual que ayer no puedo ver los comentarios.
Jump scares with my friends. I hope they have that playable co-op again.
Yeah.
I love this series. I'm excited to see what they have in store.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Me and Joey like to play
fallará tanto?
Dark Picture Anthology, and that was the thing of talking about Man of Medan, right? Where it was playing through that together. You both are on the ship. Where are you going, and how are you going to get out of it? And I think this is an interesting one in terms of what you just brought up, the storyline of it, right? We are in Iraq. We are having a battle. American forces, Iraqi forces, they fall together in the Sumerian temple, and then have to work together. Now, Damon, before we got started, you're like, I don't know that much about the Dark Pictures Anthology.
Yeah.
As a horror fan, do you like the idea of these anthology series coming to video games, trying something different? Because every one of these has a different setup to it of what's going on.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, and I like it.
Sí, también lo estoy haciendo para ver los comentarios desde ahí, porque acá no me dejan, pues.
Yeah, 100%. And then, Michael, what's your experience with all this?
I love playing Until Dawn or Man of Medan on streams because it is no, they are perfect for like when we do Extra Life. We usually have a whole dedicated segment. We usually do those at midnight. I miss
the
that
witching hour.
Yeah, I miss doing that so much. But, there is like a multiplayer element to it that I really
4 minutos, amigos. Ya estamos listos.
Listos. People obviously gravitate towards the Dark Pictures Anthology. But I wasn't that much of a fan of Man of Medan. Obviously, Until Dawn was the big hit. I would want it to hit those same notes. That would be great.
And that's my hope, is that with this one, the fact that Man of Medan, I remember playing like, oh, okay, it didn't live up to the hype of what Until Dawn was. If you coming back that, I would hope that if quite quick as they've been making these games, the feedback from that was able to be incorporated in the third one.
Yeah, so for me, I have to be honest and tell you that I had to watch full gameplay for Until Dawn and Man of Medan because I could not play it by myself.
No?
Looking at it, like where it's like, hold the controller steady. Oops, I stepped on a twig. Oops, that character's dead. Oops, 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 and I just keep losing the entire team.
Zelda 35 aniversario.
It almost plays out like a movie for me. So like
Cosas de Donkey Kong están por venir el 40 aniversario de Donkey Kong.
Multiplayer features that you were talking about, like I think that this might be a
Están
really
levantando,
cool game.
están levantando mucho.
So that really intrigues me as well. So hopefully
El hype
we don't pee our pants
por
trying
los
to play the
cielos.
game. We have instead happy thoughts. I was gonna say, never mind. Cut me off. I felt like you were right there. I felt like I'm not gonna say.
Según Sniper dice que Nintendo no ha anunciado nada de Mario Striker hasta hoy.
Yeah, what do you think about the character?
You just said.
I really like saying Pazuzu.
Nintendo
I
time.
really like saying Jackie. So let's talk.
Estamos leyendo los tweets. Estamos listos, dice. 3 minutos estamos ahí, amigos. Listos para ver qué nos depara el futuro.
Oblie's there because of the disaster. You see what happens, Oblie? It's why G4 can't nice things.
Well, I missed her, and I'm so happy Oblie Shannon.
Porque los niños están afuera si está a punto de comenzar el Nintendo Direct.
2 minutes and 39 seconds to the Nintendo presentation, GB.
Yes.
I am absolutely going wild trying to wrap my head around what we will see. But really quickly, I want to talk to you about Nintendo and how it has had an impact on your life.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo's been a massive part of my childhood, as it has been for many. This was like my brother. He had a Nintendo, Super Nintendo as a kid. Super Mario World. I may or may not have deleted his file when he was at the end of the game. He got really mad about me. He got really mad about it. That's fine because that's what siblings do. And obviously I was a child, so I could not, get him back.
Estamos listos para Nintendo.
But you know what? No regrets.
Veamos lo que tienen.
Because that was
Dice Walker 6081. Vamos con el Nintendo Direct. 1 minuto 40 segundos.
Playing Splatoon 2 the first time on my Switch. I love the Splatoon so much. Big shout out, by the way, to the Splatoon competitive community because they are a great group, and I love watching all the streamers, all the events. Whenever they're on, they're always fun.
Yeah, Splatoon is a great series. I know yesterday when we were talking with Greg, you guys mainly started off with
Curiosos, son 123,000 personas viendo el 3D en el Twitch. Obviamente en otras plataformas hay más gente, pero se me hace poca. Se me hace poca. Mundial se me hace poca.
Honestly, looking back, some of the best memories from my childhood were spent with Nintendo consoles. My brother and I would literally just be in the basement playing for hours on end.
No, 120,000. Se salieron 3,000 personas así de golpe.
Like I was telling you all about Chrono Trigger, Legend of Gaia, a Secret of Mana.
Crash
And,
Bandicoot
I
para el
really
Smash.
feel like Nintendo shaped who I am today.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like those memories form me into the human being that I am. And I know that sounds like really
30
heavy,
segundos para Nintendo.
But Nintendo helped me escape when I was a child from, whatever it was. Maybe it was bullying or stress at the home, and I still do that to this day. So big
Ahí están las 3000 otra vez.
Oh, many others feel the same way. You mentioned fighting games, one of my favorites, Super WrestleMania.
Oh, sí es cierto, temas para la Switch.
I love that game. I played it
Estuvieran bien.
endlessly with my brother.
Para poder cambiar el aspecto de la Switch.
Like all the wrestling games, we loved those. It was great.
Esperemos que finalmente anuncie secuela para Zelda 2.
Let's go.
A ver, ¿qué nos depara? Una canción como tipo de Mario Kart.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Voy a ser su guía.
Hello, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide as well. The Nintendo Switch system is now in its 5th year.
Les encargo el lag.
Many people around the world are playing games on it. Nintendo Switch is being enjoyed by a wide range of players spanning all ages and all levels of gaming experience. Thank you all very much.
Les encargo el lag. Tienen como 10 segundos de retraso.
We're able to offer a wide variety of games on the system, not just from Nintendo, but also from our many development and publishing partners. I hope that each of you watching this Nintendo Direct will be able to find a game that suits your personal tastes.
Today we have news on upcoming Nintendo Switch games, and we'll be focusing on a selection of games releasing this year. We hope you enjoy it.
Van a hablar sobre lo que va a salir este año. No es cierto. Van a hablar sobre lo que va a haber este año. ¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué hubo? Ganondorf está ahí. No, ese es Smash. Sí. Hubiera sido más épico que hubieran comenzado con lo de Breath of the Wild 2. Otro. Y así los va a tirar a todos. Ajá. A ese en el Smash. Ya los va a matar a todos. Los va a aventar desde el risco. Hubieran comenzado con ellos sabrán cómo hacen las cosas. Hubiera sido más épico empezar con lo de Breath of the Wild 2. Curiosamente empezaron con una imagen de Ganondorf siendo traída hacia un risco para tirarlo hacia la lava. No, Kirby, tú puedes volar, hombre. No te hagas. Uy. Va a salir volando. Qué güey.
Hello, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited and the director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Kazuya Mishima from the fighting game series Tekken will join the battle. Surprise! I'll go over the details at a later date, so please sit tight. For today, though, we've prepared a short video to showcase Kazuya's moves in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Please take a look.
Gracias. Hola. Vamos, ocupamos. Ya no puede aguantar más. Está toda quebrada ya por esperar. Por esperar Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Dice que se va a suicidar a sí misma si no hay Breath of the Wild 2. Cargo el lag, amigo,
It's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'll talk about the fighter more in a future presentation. We still have to record it first, actually. The air date is shown below. Please stay tuned.
Thank you, Mr. Sakurai. A new fighter, Kazuya, will join the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Pues no que tienen Wi-Fi 6.
Please look forward to seeing how Kazuya, who has experienced many harsh battles across the Tekken series, will fight in this
interesante.
All right, let's continue.
Se me hace muy exagerado para los ataques que tiene.
Your choices matter. These emotional, supernatural tales.
¿No traía mi cargador por ahí? El del iPhone. Yo recuerdo que ayer se lo di a alguien. Uno negro con puntas rojas, ¿no? ¿Sí? Ah, gracias. Este ya no quiso aguantar más.
Life is Strange True Colors launches on Nintendo Switch September 10th. And Life is Strange Remastered Collection comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. There's something for everyone on the Nintendo Switch system. You are Star-Lord, leading a legendary band of heroes for hire in this thrilling action adventure game. Jump on a wild ride across the cosmos, overwhelm opponents with Star-Lord's daring combat style, and encounter iconic original Marvel characters.
Se ve muy bien como para estar en la Switch.
For the unpredictable Guardians as you face cosmic threats to save the galaxy.
O lo vas a jugar en la nube, una de dos.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Te encargo si tienes fibra óptica, si no tienes, vas a jugar con turbolag. Ah, los gusanos. Worms Battle Royale. Battle Royale.
Exclusive to the Nintendo Switch version will be available for free for 2 weeks after launch. A new map, Spaceport Showdown, launches with Worms Rumble, wriggling onto Nintendo Switch June 23rd. Get a 25% discount when you pre-order the game starting today on Nintendo eShop. The fantastical realm of Orcanon awaits. As you explore this fully hand-painted world, you'll customize a team of demigods and unleash devastating attacks and captivating turn-based combat. Astria Ascending launches on Nintendo Switch September 30th.
Juegos son indie, ¿no?
Return to the funny, charming, and quirky world of 2 Point County. In the wholesome management sim 2 Point Campus, you'll build and run your very own university the way you want it.
¿Habrá alguna persona que tenga todos los juegos indie comprados?
To make the school yours and take your educational empire to the next level. Enrollment for 2 Point Campus starts on Nintendo Switch next year.
Ese chef usó el jutsu de clonación de Naruto.
A beloved series rolls into its 20th anniversary this year.
A ver, 20 aniversario de este año. O incluyendo este año, pues. ¿Metroid? No. Ah, sí. ¿Cómo se llamaba este? Monkey Ball. Pues llevan 20 años de que salió ese jueguillo. No lo sabía. Está interesantito. Está entretenido.
Go bananas when Super
5 de octubre de 2021. Ah, es que sí dijeron que iban a ver los anuncios de lo que iban a sacar este año. Llevamos en octubre y no han hablado sobre Pokémon y no han hablado... Ah, Mario Party. No han hablado sobre juegos doble AAA.
Live it up on 5 classic boards from the Nintendo 64 era, including Peach's birthday cake and Spaceland. Each board is packed with zany events guaranteed to keep you on your toes.
No.
And when we say zany, we mean it. Jump. Connect blocks. And give facelifts? In hilarious over-the-top minigames. All of which support button controls. With 100 minigames from the Mario Party series catalog, you'll have a blast in this all-star fun fest. Here's a little party favor. All game modes work with online play. Even if you're partying solo, you can randomly match with other partygoers worldwide. Playing a board game online with friends? Save your progress mid-game, grab a snack, then resume the
Lo
festivities.
malo de este Mario es que todos tienen que tener comprado el cartucho. Si tienes 4 amigos, los 4 amigos deben tener Mario Party. No hay manera de jugar con ellos si no es así. Lo que sí deberían sacar es, por ejemplo, las familias que tienen varias Switch, que pudieran tener un grupo familiar que los juegos los pudieran jugar toda la familia registrada en el grupo familiar. Eso estaría bien. Que si no tienes un juego y no lo puedes compartir, o lo puedes compartir con una consola pero no pueden jugar entre ellas. Eso es lo que deberían hacer. Metroid 5, si no han pasado ni por el 4. Teóricamente sabe que lo va a atacar, ¿no? Oh, ya entendí. Ahí está el Metroid. Ahí está, César, el Metroid 2D que querías. Metroid 5 Dread. Si lo anunciaron ahorita es porque va a salir antes de finalizar este año. Salud. Qué curioso. Se ve interesante. ¿Saben a qué me recuerda al... ¿Cómo se llamaba? El Castlevania que estaba en el DS. Así. Tenía lector de movimiento y él tenía un pequeño movimiento y no lo percibió. Muy buen juego. ¿Cuándo? Míralo en el Treehouse Live 2021, pero ¿y? ¿Fecha? 8 de octubre del 2021. Muy bien.
That was the trailer for the first new 2D Metroid game in roughly 19 years. The brand new Metroid Dread game. As the name Dread implies, this is a Metroid game with a new feel, showcasing a variety of threats that Samus will encounter. It's scheduled to be released on October 8th, so it won't be too long until launch. On that same day, we'll also be releasing amiibo figures for Samus and the Emmy.
No, lo de Capcom fue ayer y no hubo nada.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
No, acaban de sacar el Resident 8, no creo que saquen nada de Resident, no. Dance, ¿qué se llama esta? Dance. Oh, se me olvidó el nombre. Just Dance. Está perfecto para el Zumba.
In Just Dance 2022, launching on Nintendo Switch November 4th.
Noviembre, ya vamos noviembre, papás, casi vamos a cerrar el año. Y no han anunciado nada de Zelda, ni la Switch Pro.
Cruisin' Blast launches as a console exclusive on Nintendo Switch this fall. It's the ultimate Dragon Ball Z experience.
Dragon Ball Z.
Relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters through 4 sagas in this action RPG.
Oh, está suave.
Saiyan, protect the Earth from an invasion by Vegeta and Nappa. Frieza, take a stand against the evil Emperor. Cell, battle the androids in a fight to the death. Majin Buu, an epic showdown with the most fearsome foe.
Ahí llevan casi toda la serie de Z.
Along with the main story, you can explore the vast
Mundo
world of
abierto.
Dragon Ball Z. Hey, why not help out the locals? Or collect ingredients for delicious meals. You can always train to acquire new skills too. There are lots of things to keep you busy. The boss battle episodes and Power Awakens parts 1 and 2 is also included. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot plus a new Power Awakens set punches its way
24 de septiembre. Ah, no llevan un orden. No llevan un orden entonces, muy bien. Es lo que hacería este año, pero no llevan orden.
The Mario Golf Super Rush game launches soon.
Si habrá gente que tenga este juego, que, o sea, que pague por este juego y lo tenga así nomás.
Standard Golf. Take your time to read the wind and terrain on the green.
Sí, se me hace como
Get different types of shots, aim for under par.
a mí, bueno, menos a mí no me llama la atención.
Speed Golf. Smack your ball, then chase after it. Be the first to get your ball in the hole. Outpace your rivals with special dashes and special shots. Battle Golf. Duke it out over 9 flag-marked holes in an obstacle-filled arena. Capture 3 flags to win.
Lo que no vi que es si el Mario Party lo estaban anunciando o nada más estaban actualizando algo.
The golfing challenges that await may surprise you.
¿Qué está haciendo Moltres ahí?
And here's some news. Free updates are planned for future release, including additional courses and playable characters. The fairways
Esta es la que cantaban en el Mario Odyssey, ¿no?
set your tee time and get ready to
El
ace
Wario
those shots.
y el
Mario Golf
Waluigi.
swinging onto the Nintendo Switch system June 25th.
Junio 25 ya va a salir.
On Nintendo eShop.
Este mes.
Ready for the ride of a lifetime?
Monster Hunter.
Vibrant world of Monster Hunter.
No podía faltar.
As a rider in this RPG adventure, you'll explore diverse landscapes by riding your Monster, a monster companion.
Este video, bueno, el stream que estamos viendo de la E3, le falta calidad. O sea, según lo estamos viendo a la máxima, que es 1080, según lo que pone la página. Y se ve como que tienen... como que todavía les falta subir más calidad. O lo hicieron así para que todo el mundo lo pudiera ver.
Hey, is that an egg? You might be able to hatch a new Monster. Incredibly powerful Monsters can also hatch from rare eggs. Need more traveling buddies? Join up with friends for co-op multiplayer quests and battles. Buckle up, Ryder. It's going to be a real monster of an adventure. Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin soars onto Nintendo Switch July 9th.
9 de julio.
You can play the free demo on June 25th and carry over your save data to the full
Para el 25 pueden bajar la demo.
Here's a new game from
Wario.
the head of a certain company.
No es muy difícil.
Did you miss me? Hey, what do you mean? Who am I? It's a me,
Wario Land.
Wario. And it's finally ready. A brand new game from my company. Check it out. You get to control me. Time to do this. Look at me go. Whack rats. Check out these chumps. They came back and they have wonderful new talents. Throw that stick thing.
Siento que no quieren que le quite titularidad a los juegos de Mario.
Nailed it. Same micro game, different abilities.
Me quiero reír, pero
Two people can play together at the same time.
son puros minijuegos.
Play nice or else. Not nice. Alright, you. Yes, you, the one watching this. Better get ready for some micro game mayhem.
WarioWare Get It Together game launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system September 10th. Pre-orders begin today.
10 de septiembre. Vayan ordenando.
What you just saw was the trailer for WarioWare Get It Together. In the latest installment of this series, there are new microgames that let you control Wario and his friends. There is also a 2-player co-op mode, which greatly expands the gameplay. It's releasing in the near future, so stay tuned. Next, please take a look at this.
As a high school student living in Tokyo, your life is fairly normal. But that reality is upended after you get pulled into a different dimension.
No ubico qué juego será. ¿Quién sabe qué juego será este? Persona.
Another Tokyo exists. A post-apocalyptic
No es
world
Persona 5.
where angels and demons reside. Suddenly,
Sí se llama Persona. Sí
fused
se llama
with
Persona.
a mysterious figure, gaining the power to fight demons. What lies ahead in this alternate realm?
Shin Megami Tensei. Con razón no lo ubicaba.
The world is now transformed into
Con
a
razón.
sprawling, demon-infested wasteland. Though friendly demons do exist here, many are hostile and will attempt to destroy you. Harness your newfound powers to fight demons using a command-based system.
Parecen así copias como de Final Fantasy.
By targeting it, the number of consecutive actions you can perform in a combo will increase.
Luego por eso no.
Demons are formidable opponents. You may be able to recruit them via negotiations, which begin when you open a conversation with them.
Cerberos. Esos Cerberos salen en varios juegos diferentes.
Negotiation is successful. A demon
A ver si no
will
piden
become a powerful
derechos de
ally.
autor.
In some cases, by rejecting a demon's request. They may feel motivated and join you as an ally. Demons that do join will fight alongside you and grow stronger. By fusing demon allies, another demon can be created. The newly fused demon's innate abilities will vary, granting you a powerful ally, customized to your needs and playstyle.
Sí, se ve interesante. Se ve llamativo.
Challenge the many demons roaming this post-apocalyptic world by harnessing the power of your own.
Puro destruye bolsillos. No puedes ahorrar con estos juegos.
What destiny will you choose? Shin Megami Tensei 5 will launch exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 12th. Pre-orders for the physical version begin June 21st.
Ah, puedes preordenar desde el 21 de junio. La que es la versión digital. Digo, la versión física, el cassette.
Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Celebrate 10 years of Danganronpa in despair.
Testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system.
Three games in the deadly Danganronpa series are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Estos juegos de decisiones múltiples no me van bien a mí.
Monokuma, the self-proclaimed school headmaster, has trapped you and other high school students in a game of literal life and death. Unfortunately, the only way out of the school and this lethal game is to betray the other students. And so it begins.
A bus has been discovered!
When a student meets their demise, a class trial will take place to reveal the culprit.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Leo? Tanya, I had no idea.
You probably moved the body there. Use the evidence you've gathered to refute contradictions and find the guilty party.
Sneak attack.
Are you okay? Plus, the board game from Danganronpa
La vaca.
Harmony has been expanded into a standalone game. Danganronpa S Ultimate Summer Camp. An all-star cast of characters from the Danganronpa series will come together to battle at a tropical resort. Who's the strongest of them all in this ultimate beach brawl? The 4-game collection Danganronpa Decadence launches physical exclusive on Nintendo Switch later this year. All 4 games will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop. We hope you're not afraid of ghosts.
Fatal Frame. Salud.
In this horror adventure game, you'll uncover the mysteries surrounding the ethereal but deadly Mount Hikami, believed to be at the center of many disappearances. Ghosts frequent this mountain. Your only defense is a camera that can repel and cast them out. Face your fears as you explore a variety of unsettling locations. This spine-chilling story features various protagonists, letting you experience the game from different perspectives. New costumes and photo modes are included in this version. Can you investigate Mount Hikami and stay alive? Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black Water, creeps onto Nintendo Switch this year.
Ya empezaron con los anuncios del otro año.
These games and DLC are coming soon. Some even today.
Gracias.
Your war is not over. Raise hell in the first campaign expansion for Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 1. Deeper and more challenging combat awaits as you eliminate Hell's newest threats in demon-infested ruins and rain-swept terrain. The fate of the cosmos is in your hands. Get slaying when this campaign expansion launches on Nintendo Switch later today. Get ramped up
Tony
for
Hawk.
2 iconic skateboarding games fully remastered in HD.
1 más 2 igual a 3.
Skate to era-defining jams as the legendary Tony Tony Hawk and a roster of new and returning pros. Take your sessions on
Estos vatos ya eran mayores cuando yo jugaba ese juego en el 64. ¿Qué edad tendrán ahorita?
Drop into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, launching on Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. After 4,000 years, Sateki, the Witch Queen, has risen from the dead, and only one group of heroes can stop her: the Strange Brigade. In this thrilling adventure, you'll blast through an army of mummified monstrosities while solving puzzles in booby-trapped dungeons. Go it alone or team up with other daring adventurers in local wireless co-op and online play. Expect the unexpected when Strange Brigade launches on Nintendo Switch later today. It's a new adventure of cosmic proportions. Mario and his friends will team up with the Rabbids once again to restore order to the galaxy. Our heroes must stop a mysterious new evil.
Es el juego por el que confundieron el ¿cómo se llama? El Odyssey 3. Digo, el 2. Pensaban que iba a ser Odyssey o Galaxy, más bien, Galaxy 3, Odyssey 2. Hasta que salió el conejito. Hasta que salió el conejito dijeron, no, Mario más Rabbids.
Creating new strategic and chaotic possibilities. So aim for victory with a little help from your friends. Wait, who's that? Well, one thing's certain. This is gonna be one heck of a galactic adventure. Mario plus Rabbids,
Sparks of Hope.
Launches into space or onto Nintendo
En algún momento del otro año. Ya casi se acaba el E3 y nada de Zelda ni de Nintendo Switch Pro. Parece que nos trolearon y feo. Feo, 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 feo. Otro 1 más 2. Pura copia. Pura copia.
How is everything? All right. This next segment will be our last announcement of the day. Please take a look.
El último, lo último de los anuncios de Nintendo. Breath of the Wild. Ah, Hyrule Warriors. No. Mi Nintendo Switch no va a aguantar. Puede ser. No puede ser. Todavía quieren exprimir este juego.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. What you've just seen is a trailer for the first wave of DLC for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion pass from Koei Tecmo Games.
Pero, ¿y? Así que...
It will follow Link and his allies through more battles that took place 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I hope you'll look forward to it. I have a few more things to share with you all today. We'll begin with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD game, which launches next month. You'll You'll immerse yourself in the role of Link by using 2 Joy-Con controllers for intuitive motion controls, or by playing in handheld mode, wielding the sword via flicking the stick and button-only controls. This game depicts the oldest era in the Legend of Zelda series, the story of how it all began. What is the origin of the Master Sword? Why did a woman named Zelda
hay que hacernos a la idea que no van a decir nada de Breath of the Wild 2. Desde que este era el último anuncio.
We hope you're looking forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. Next up. Here's a little something you might like. This is a Game & Watch system that lets you play 3 games in the Legend of Zelda series. This year, the original Legend of Zelda game reaches its 35th anniversary. While we don't have any campaigns or other Nintendo Switch games planned, we've been working on this Game & Watch system as a special item to help mark the occasion.
Una edición especial del Game & Watch.
The earliest days of the Legend of Zelda. It will come with the first game in the series, The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Para los que pensaban que iba a haber 3D aniversario, salen con estos que ya en sí ya están en los de NES y SNES de la suscripción online. Ya están esos juegos.
In addition, regarding the watch functionality for the Game & Watch system, we've added a playable clock based on The Legend of Zelda, and an interactive timer themed after Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. You can play with both of them by taking control of Link. We hope you'll enjoy playing this Game & Watch system whenever and wherever you'd like.
Y ese fue el último anuncio, según lo que decían.
Alright, here's the last thing we have to show you.
Lo último, ahora sí.
This is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
¡La secuela!
Years have passed since we first announced this game, and we've been unable to share anything with you in that time. However, development has been steadily progressing. For today, we've prepared some new footage to show a bit more of the game. Please take a look.
Dijo secuela. ¡Sí! Ahí está el Breath of the Wild 2. ¡Habemos secuela! ¡Ah, su puta! Perdón. Ay, no seas... ¿Qué? ¿Ahora es un clavo? Ah, no. Le creció el pelo. Pinta para juegazo. ...2022... tenía que ser.
So, what did you think? This time around, the setting for the adventure
Hype.
has been expanded to
Hype.
the skies above Hyrule. We'd like to ask you to wait a bit longer. We're aiming for a 2022 release, so I hope you'll look forward to it.
How was that? That's all for this Nintendo Direct. We are diligently continuing development on a number of other games we didn't show today. I hope you'll continue looking forward to what's in store on Nintendo Switch. Thank you for watching.
Muy bien. Muy bien. Breath of the Wild 2. para el 2022. Muy bien. Pues chicos, esta fue nuestra reacción. Fue nuestra reacción para, pues prácticamente lo que esperábamos. Breath of the Wild 2. Aunque no hayan anunciado la Switch Pro, esperábamos Breath of the Wild 2. Es lo mínimo que esperábamos. Ya para que se acaben los rumores. Y Nintendo no anunció nada sobre la Nintendo, o está por hacerlo. Tienen dos Nintendos ahí, se me hace. Puede ser que estén por anunciarla, pero lo que sí buscábamos en primer lugar, la secuela. La secuela es lo que esperábamos. Muy bien.
Expansion for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, Mario Golf Super Rush, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, and of course Metroid Dread. I am just not going to be getting any work done.
Que nos vamos a quedar esperando Ocarina of Time, Majora's y Twilight, que es lo que esperábamos para un 3D. Hablando de Luigi.
In case he gets a hole in one. But seriously, everyone, this game is just packed with content. You can play in standard golf mode, but then there's also speed golf, battle golf, the golf adventure mode, and the option to play with buttons or motion controls. And you can play with up to 4 people locally or online. I can say this one is definitely going to be taking up the majority of my summer gaming time.
Oh yeah, you and me both, and there's plenty more to come.
Esto lo hubieran puesto ahí así. Antes de la neón salió la roja esta de Mario, pues fue con la que salió.
Absolutely, I'm so looking forward to this. And we do have our Treehouse team on deck for a gameplay deep dive into Metroid Dread, WarioWare, Let's Get It Together, and more games in a mix of both live and pre-recorded segments today. And I'd just like to say as we close how deeply grateful we are to everyone watching today. Thank you for sharing this time with us, and we hope you enjoy it.
Muy bien. Pues ya acabó. Acabó y no anunciaron la Switch Pro. Ya con eso se acaban los rumores. No hay Switch Pro para este año. Y si no lo anunciaron aquí, tampoco para el otro, ¿eh? A menos que se la saquen de la manga. Pues amigos, muchas gracias por su preferencia, por habernos visitado. Seguiremos estando al pendiente sobre las noticias de la Nintendo Switch, si es que llega a ver. Y pues no queda más que agradecer que hayan por fin hayan sacado algo más que un solo video de Zelda. Ya hayan puesto fecha, cuando menos esporádica, pero fecha al fin y al cabo. Muy bien. Nos retiramos, amigos. Nos vemos en otra ocasión. Hasta luego.